Well, the Chicago Bulls are not included on the Christmas Day games again, and Cam Thomas shows some praise to Alex Caruso and Patrick Beverly. You know I'm going to talk about it, but you got to hear the music first. Cognac. Gang. Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, holding it down on another episode of Shy Boys Podcast for me and my co-host, C-Dub. If you like what you're listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and shake the notification bell so every time we drop, you be one of the first ones to know. Now, yesterday, at the time, Shams came out and reported the schedule has been released for the Christmas Day games, and they go as follows: the Bucks versus the Knicks, the Sixers versus the Heat, the Celtics versus the Lakers, the Mavs versus the Suns, and the Warriors versus the Nuggets. Look, I think it's a decent slate of games, but to just keep it all real, the Chicago Bulls didn't deserve to be listed in these games. Look, we've had too many. If after year one, where the Bulls made the playoffs and got bounced by the first, got bounced in the first round by the Bucks, and then came back in year two, which was last season, and kind of made it to the playoffs. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, they were the ones to upset the Milwaukee Bucks instead of the Miami Heat. Then I think the Bulls would have had a better chance of being on Christmas Day in front of the bright lights while everybody at home watching, opening up their stuff, drinking some hot cocoa or hot chocolate, however you refer to it. Or if you out there cooking that ham, that lechon for my Hispanic people or my Puerto Rican people, that lechon. Or if you cooking a roast or you doing something to the turkey or chicken, however you was going to do your meal. We could have seen the Chicago Bulls that night. Or even in that day while you was prepping and heating things up. You know what I'm saying? Start your day off early with some Bulls basketball. However, that is not the case, simply because our Chicago Bulls did not deserve it. We was at the bottom of the league last season, and quite frankly, there are a lot of people who believe that the Chicago Bulls will be at the bottom of the Eastern Conference this season again. I am a believer that we will be a top 6 seed, but I'm not mad at people that say we're going to be 7th, 8th, or competing for a play-in spot. I'm not mad at that. You already know how it all goes for me. We have to put it on wax. Now, real quick, just to kind of steer off a little bit, I will say the NBA screwed up Christmas Day. They screwed up Christmas Day. What the hell does the Bucks have to do with the Knicks? Wouldn't a more intriguing matchup be the Bucks versus the Heat on Christmas Day? Wouldn't it be the Sixers versus the Celtics on Christmas Day? What about a matchup with the Lakers versus the Suns? LeBron James and Kevin Durant haven't played each other in years because of injuries that the respective player has had. So why wouldn't that be a matchup? And then I got one that might be actually pretty damn decent. Why couldn't we see the young Bulls go at each other? Why couldn't we see a Memphis Grizzlies versus the Sacramento Kings type of thing? Or a rematch between the Sacramento Kings and the Golden State Warriors? And then you let the Nuggets rest. You let the Nuggets rest. The defending NBA champions needs to rest. Or you get them a solid matchup. I think that, you know what I'm saying, if you wasn't going to go, right now they have it slated with the Warriors and versus the Nuggets, which I think is going to be a spectacular game. But what about the rematch against Phoenix with the Nuggets? See, I think they screwed this all up. And I don't see an equation where the Chicago Bulls, just to tie it all around, I don't see an equation where the Chicago Bulls have a place in this. There is no rivalry or no storyline other than we suck that went on last year. You know what I mean? And let's just be honest. Like, I hate to, crap on my team like that in this manner, but there is no storyline that I was intrigued about last season You know what I'm saying? We probably had some matchups against the Atlanta Hawks, but really, we want the Bulls to play the Atlanta Hawks on Christmas Day? Nah, we'll pass up on that one for sure. I just leave that right where it stands. Oh, a better matchup. I know I was kind of struggling a little bit to find a matchup for the Nuggets, but what about the Nuggets versus the Sixers? Bingo. What was the narrative? Once Joel Embiid won an MVP and Joker went on his run to a championship, what has been the narrative? Man, maybe Joker was a 3-time MVP. Maybe. Why not have this narrative percolating on one of the biggest nights in the NBA during the season? They screwed this all up. So y'all need to go ahead and hire this YouTube GM right here just to let y'all know. And just a matter of fact, before I move on to the next topic, look, in order for the Chicago Bulls to finally make a Christmas Day game, they got to show that they are better teams. They want the best teams, or at least teams that have some sustained success to be on the big stage. The Mavs, I mean, I get it. The Mavs, they fumbled the bag last year, but year prior, in the years that, and plus the star power, you know what I'm saying? They want stars to play, and that's just what it really is, and that's what it's going to come down to, because that's what's going to draw the money. So I understand it from that aspect. In the comment box, let me know. I had some matchups for y'all. What matchup? Because I think the NBA screwed this all up. I think Christmas Day, yeah, some cool games. Yeah, we get the rivalry in the Celtics versus the Lakers. You see the Mavs versus the Suns. You see the Warriors versus the Nuggets. But it's mid to me. So in the comment box, do y'all think my suggestion is a little bit better? I would have had the Celtics play the Heat. I would have had the Suns play the Lakers. I probably had the Warriors play the Mavs. And then I would have had the Sixers play the Nuggets. Play the Nuggets. So y'all let me know how y'all think about all that. Now, before we go, I want to get into this last topic just to show some love to Patrick Williams and Alex Caruso and their defense. Nets, one of the Nets players in Cam Thomas came out and praised Alex Caruso and Patrick Williams on their defense when he faced the team, back past the last season. He went on to say, I feel like the Bulls play good defense on me. When I had 3 40-point games, and then we had that fourth game, I feel like they played good defense on me that game. All those guys played pretty solid defense on me. And I think that's just what it is. And a lot of people believe that Alex Caruso's reputation caught up to him. We already knew what kind of defensive player that he was, but he definitely was starting to get his, attention. And you know what I'm saying? Just to hear other players give these young players or a solid player and a role player like Alex Caruso some love, we got to respect it. And I'm going to show them some love as well. And that's just how we're going to roll with that. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Williams, still a young guy. A lot of people be comparing him to Kawhi Leonard or saying that he has some type of style of him, and I'm in agreement with that. But to take that next step, he has to unlock that mental, find the key to unlock unlock those things mentally. You know what I'm saying? And I think Alex Caruso is a great guy to follow, a great guy to look after, a great guy to have as a quote unquote mentor or someone to look up to within your team, simply because he is a guy that's going to do just about everything to ensure that the team win. Whether that's the man runs point guard too. The man slashes to the basket. He's able to shoot the three a little bit here and there. I even seen him try to attack the basket a couple times. And on the defensive side, you already know what he's going to be. He's going to be that middle linebacker, that communicator, and things of that sort. So I think that when you look at both of these players, it's solid in that regard, man, that a lot of people are showing. It's not just Cam Thomas. Other players have came out and showed their respect towards Patrick Williams. I believe Giannis came out one time early on in Patrick's career. And LeBron James, Patrick Williams has not had it easy being at that 4-spot guard as some of these NBA players. And honestly, he's done a good enough job to warrant some praise. You know what I mean? So shout out to him on that. And shout out to Alex Caruso for being the guy that he is, because, look, we hoping that we can turn this thing around, man. I got the Bulls going 46 wins this season. They better have nothing less than 46 wins this season. Or I'm telling y'all, I'm on the cups. Blow it up. Blow it up. Or somebody got to go because there were minimal changes. I like the changes that came, to the team. I like Javon Carter being added. I like the addition of Torrey Craig. I like the options to retain good, solid young players and hopes that they take step forwards and become whether starters or solidify themselves as good role players. I liked that. So, but the thing is, no matter how much you like it, you got to put it on wax, and the results have to be there. So we want to see the results now. Ain't no more time for playing games with these people. So let me know in the comment box how y'all feeling about Alex Caruso and Patrick Williams receiving some praise. I think it's warranted. I think it's good to hear other basketball players come out and praise these young guys and let people know, hey, these are some of the best defenders in the league. And I respect that because a lot of people, they don't do it on both ends of the basketball court. Some people are more offensively, others are more defensively. And then you get some that you can toss up in there that do a little bit of both. So I'm going to give the praise to the guys that are doing a little bit of both for sure. So hit me in the comment box. Let us know so we can chop it up today. It's Friday, the best day of the week. Don't argue with me. Argue with your mom. If you say Saturday, that's your day. You say Sunday, that's your day. I pick Friday. I love Fridays. So y'all make sure y'all have a great Friday. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Shake the notification bell if you haven't done so already. And share this with somebody that might like it. Leave your comments below for us. It's another episode of Shy Boys Podcast. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get funky. Rest in peace to DJ Casper. It's time to get funky on bro. Cognac.